The Palaszczuk government will ban property developers from donating to election candidates, but has failed to say how or when. But the opposition wants unions to be excluded too, with Labor receiving more than $2 million from them in the last 2 years. Tegan George reports.
There's been plenty of noise about banning developer donations.
Members, the Premier's not being provocative.
The Premier announcing her cabinet has signed off on the move, saying Labor has already stopped taking their money.
As of last Friday, the party has stopped accepting donations from property developers.
But that was just 4 days after the Australian newspaper claims the party accepted $33,500 from a developer. The same company has also given a similar amount to the LNP this year.
It's obvious that they've received a lot of donations from developers as well, and so that's obviously putting the Premier into some sort of conundrum.
I can tell you truthfully, One Nation doesn't get these big donations. You know why? Because we are not corrupt. I will not be bought.
The laws are in response to the Crime and Corruption Commission's scathing report into the 2016 council elections. Labor supports the 31 recommendations but won't adopt them all.
We will meet with stakeholders in the development of legislation.
But it's unlikely we'll see these reforms come to Parliament before an election. Anastasia Palaszczuk has so far dodged questions about whether she'd like to see them passed in this term.
If her policies are so fantastic, as she constantly claims, then why is she so scared to name an election date?
Consultation will take a committee 6 weeks at the very least. The LNP still wants union donations banned too.
Anastasia Palaszczuk is a puppet to the union bosses in Queensland.
A lecture from a party dominated by Clive Palmer for 2 decades.
Katter's Australian Party is calling for all MPs to swear a new oath.
We should be swearing our allegiance, our commitment to our constituent.
Tegan George, 10 Eyewitness News.